Guys, oh my God, I got strikes. Those Elvis girls have given me 2 strikes. I don't know what I'm going to do. They're going to shut my channel down. It's going to be game over. I won't have my channel anymore and my life will be over. Hi guys, how are we going? How are we going? So, how is everyone? You will never have a dull day on defending Elvis. You will never have a day on defending Elvis. Tracy, someone messaged me yesterday and told me that our friend has given up talking about Louis. Is that right, Tracy? Tracy, given up talking about Louis. Someone messaged me that yesterday. I thought that's interesting. Am I not interesting anymore to that person, Tracy? A lot of you have been messaging me that you're shocked at what's happening. I am shocked, but I also find it hilarious and ridiculous. We're going to go through it. Guys, we're going to be here for a while. Sorry, Tammy. Right. Now, you guys, you know that I am the king of strikes. The king of strikes. Yeah. I think I've had about 18, 20 strikes. None of them were upheld. None of them. Even Spa Guy and Trey gave me strikes. Trey at Globetrotting Trey. Do you know what I mean, guys? You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, she'll miss me. Tracy, she'll miss me. She'll miss me. I miss her too. I miss her too as well. You know, I love you. I love you. We know who we're talking about. Come on, I've always said she's harmless. Right. Anyway, we got a lot to go through. First of all, Team Elvis, please don't worry. Please don't worry. You are looking at the king of copyright law, the expert. Yeah. I know what copyright is. I know what fair use is. I know what I'm allowed and not allowed to do. Trust me. The problem is with people that try and give me strikes, is they are absolutely clueless. You know, the last person to give me a strike was the lady that can't sing and Bingo Boy. Did you guys know that? It was about 2 months ago. Did you know that? Do you remember that, guys? They were the last people to give me a strike. It was done jointly. So it came from the lady that can't sing, but it was Bingo Boy that filled out the forms. Did you know that, guys? Hi, Tammy. Hope you're well. Hi, Neve. Hope you're well. Neve, I love it. I've been watching you guys defending me. I love it. I love it. You guys defending me when you go around defending me, especially on the Kangaroo Boys channel. Really good. I think it was Sally. Sally was doing some good defending. Oh, Sally, you're here. Sally, I saw one of your comments. Pretty good defending me. Thanks. Okay, I'll put it in for you, Tracy. Right, so first of all, before we get going, we're going to be here for an hour, and then we're going to do a dog walk. Yeah, it was a while ago, Karen. It was a few months ago. Oh, thanks, Patty. Right, guys, I'd just like to accept... let me get it right in the camera. I'd like to accept this award for me and Team Elvis and Elvis defenders around the world. We are honoured to accept... Actually, before I do it, we need to get the screenshot up. So the name Surviving Elvis has gone. There will not be a book called Surviving Elvis. It's not going to happen. And we did that. We did that. Me, Team Elvis, standing up to that interview on those Elvis girls. We did it. We did 3 or 4 videos. We were disgusted by the David Stanley interview, and that was the right thing to do. because we are here to defend Elvis, which is what those Elvis girls should be doing. Now, we're going to talk about those Elvis girls in a second. The right thing to do is that when a trasher gets interviewed, if he is trashing Elvis or Gladys, because he trashed Gladys, didn't he? Saying disgusting things about Elvis, Gladys, saying that Elvis committed, you know, the S word. The right thing to do as an Elvis defending YouTube channel is to stand up for Elvis and say we're not happy. We're not happy that an ex-step brother, he wasn't even a proper step brother, was he? But who has spent 40 years trashing Elvis, we're not happy that that person was given a platform by those Elvis girls, the YouTube channel, and he was allowed to sit there for nearly 2 hours and trash Elvis, say the most disgusting things about poor Elvis, who can't defend himself, who can't give his version of things, and then promote his book, Surviving Elvis. Yeah, that is, come on, that's the title, Surviving Elvis. He gets a platform from an Elvis YouTube channel. I don't care who the channel is. It doesn't have to be those Elvis girls. This isn't about those Elvis girls. Whether, you know, this is about a YouTube channel that is supposed to be an Elvis fan channel. Doesn't matter who runs it. Male, female, cat, dog, I don't care what it is. Doesn't matter about their age. 25 years old or 65 years old. It's irrelevant. If you are an Elvis channel and you are and you're a big Elvis channel on YouTube, you know, 35,000 subscribers, and you are giving a platform to someone who spent their life trashing Elvis, who wants to now create a new trash tell-all book, and then that person spends nearly 2 hours trashing Elvis, you got to own it. So we come along and we challenge it. We're like, what the hell are you doing? That shouldn't have happened. My reviews were aimed at David Stanley. They were not aimed at the YouTube channel. Doesn't matter who the YouTube channel is. I've had disagreements with a few YouTube channels. It doesn't matter who the YouTube channel is. This particular one, for this particular interview, David Stanley interview, where he's trying to promote his new trash tell-all book, Surviving Elvis, which is a disgusting title, just happens to be those Elvis girls. Could have been anyone. I would have still done the same thing. We, as a defending Elvis YouTube channel, had to challenge that interview. But our challenging of that interview was aimed at David Stanley. It was aimed at David Stanley. It was never aimed at those Elvis girls. So the fact that they have took it personally and they don't own it and take responsibility for what they did, they chose to interview David Stanley, a trasher, whilst he promotes his disgusting trash book. Their decision. Then there's a massive outcry from Elvis fans. In there, it wasn't just me. There were hundreds of people very upset about that interview. Even the people that hate Louis, even the Let's Get Louis people, even the anti-Louis people were upset with that interview because it was so disgusting. And it was so obvious. That there was going to be an outcry from that interview. Yeah. And, you know, people say about leaving comments on there. I don't blame. If people have left comments because they're upset with that disgusting interview that said the most disgusting things about Elvis, Elvis fans are entitled to say, I wasn't happy with that interview. It shouldn't have happened. I don't care if people left comments. They are entitled to their opinions because they're disgusted at that interview, which never should have happened. These trashers should not be getting a platform on a big YouTube channel. Anyway, I'm off topic, so I want to get to a few things. Hang on a minute, guys. Right. Hi, Karen, are you there? Yeah. Guys, we're going to go over a few things at the moment. I've had a bit of a busy morning. So I had some other things planned for this morning. We were going to really celebrate that David Stanley now is not doing a book called Surviving Elvis. That was going to be my #1 video. Then my #2 video. Hi, Karen. My #2 video was going to be Donna Presley's question and answer video that I was going to review that. And then she's done another one and I was going to review that. So those Elvis girls have sidetracked me, yeah? And I've already dealt with the strikes, guys. Don't worry about the strikes. It's done and dealt with, yeah? Forget about the strikes, okay? They tried to get me 2 strikes, but they only got 1. I'm expecting more. I'm expecting more. Guys, anyone can give me a strike. Anyone. Anyone that I have used a video can give me a strike, but it doesn't make it legal. It doesn't make it legal. If someone gives me a strike because I have used a clip of their or a section of their interview, yeah, they are breaking the law. They are committing perjury and fraud because I am allowed to use any clip I want, any video I want, any picture I want, as long as it's under the fair use law of copyright. As long as the things I use are public. Everything I've used with those Elvis girls is public. The pictures I used were public. The videos I used were public. So I'm breaking no laws at all. I am completely within copyright fair use law. So anyone that gives me a strike will lose. Oh, I understand it. Guys, no one's going to get a strike on Louis. It's not going to happen. Yeah? It is a 14-day process, but within 14 days, those strikes will be, those alleged strikes will be gone. It's that simple. Yeah? Everybody underestimates me. They have no idea. All of you people that try to give me strikes, and there will be more of you, you completely underestimate me. I know the law. I know copyright law. I know YouTube's copyright rules like the back of my hand, because I have spent the last 2 years dealing with these hateful people that instead of dealing with the situation, they tried to shut me down. You think about it, guys. Why would those Elvis girls, instead of dealing with it, because I've emailed them, I only emailed them once, I've now emailed them twice, but why would they not just talk to me? Those Elvis girls, why would you not just talk to me? Sorry, guys, my throat. Instead, they want to shut me down. Those Elvis girls, you want to shut me down, do you? How would you feel? Those Elvis girls, how would you feel if I tried to shut you down? How much does your channel mean to you? All that hard work you've put into it. Because I've put a lot of hard work into my channel. Remember, those Elvis girls, you're not just trying to shut me down. You're trying to shut down my whole group. My group, Team Elvis, is thousands of people around the world. So those Elvis girls, you want to shut down my group, Team Elvis, just because we want to defend Elvis? I'm so bored of people saying Louis defending is bullying. There was nothing bullying about what we did with those Elvis girls. Nothing. They did a disgusting David Stanley interview that should never have happened. Okay, freedom of speech. They can do what they want. It's up to them. Yeah? We can't tell them what to do. But what we can do is react. What we can do is defend. Defend Elvis. Defend Gladys in this instance. Defend Lisa Marie's father. Do you get it? You can do what you want. Those Elvis girls, if you want, you could interview 10 trashers. You can interview every single trasher that has ever trashed Elvis and stabbed Elvis in the back, double-crossed him. In fact, you have interviewed a few, haven't you? Okay? Those Elvis girls have interviewed a few of the trashers that backstabbed Elvis, double-crossed him, betrayed him. Yeah? You can interview whoever you want, but you'll get my reaction because I stand up for Elvis. I stand up for Elvis. That man, David Stanley, trashed Elvis for nearly 2 hours on your show so he can sell his book, Surviving Elvis, which is a disgusting title. That's what happened. And then we stood up. I actually was extremely polite and friendly to those Elvis girls. I have got a history with those Elvis girls where I get on well with them, where they have joined my lives more than once. The Mindy Miller interview, I praised it, promoted it. Even Mindy Miller spoke to me about and thanked me for discussing the Mindy Miller, those Elvis girls show that they did on their channel, those Elvis girls. Mindy Miller spoke to me about it. Yesterday, we spent the whole day praising and promoting those Elvis girls, encouraging them to come back, to reinstate their content. We spent the whole day on it. Even on the day that they removed their content, on that day, me and Donna Presley both emailed those Elvis girls. I can prove, I can show you. I sent one email on the same day that they closed their channel down, you know, they removed their content, saying, I fully support you. Donna Presley, on that day, Donna Presley, Elvis's cousin, on that day, thanked those Elvis girls for removing that disgusting Dave Stanley interview. We all know that that interview was disgusting and should never have happened. And those Elvis girls, their thanks is to try and shut my channel down, my group down. I have spent thousands and thousands of hours on this channel. Thousands of hours of a lot of very hard work on this channel. With my group, we have spent thousands of hours with our research, our time and effort on this channel, this group. You get it, guys? So they're not trying to just shut down Louis. They're trying to shut down Team Elvis. Hundreds, thousands of Elvis defenders that are around the world that are upset with that David Stanley interview that they chose to do. Now, remember, those Elvis girls said they were honored to interview, thanks, Cheryl, thanks for your comment, that they were honored to interview David Stanley. So we got the 2-hour interview. Obviously, Joe Sins has done a review on it as well. So you have this 2-hour video of David Stanley trashing Elvis, yeah? And at the end of it, those girls from that YouTube channel, those Elvis girls, praise David Stanley and say to him, we were honored to interview you. Your words, those Elvis girls, we were honored to interview you. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Right, let's get my award. Guys, I want this show to be no more than an hour. So we're going to do 1 hour, then another hour. Okay, let's see how long it goes on for. I've got some stuff to go through. Okay, Cheryl is just messing me. Hi, Cheryl. She just said, why are they taking it out on you? Cheryl just said that to me. Why are they taking it out on Louis? And that is exactly what's happening here. They know they messed up. They messed up with that interview. And if you reinstate that interview, it is shocking to those Elvis girls. If you reinstate that interview, it is shocking because that is one of the most disgusting interviews I've ever watched. You can do what you want. It's up to you. Do what you want. Your decision. Just like it was your decision to interview a trasher like David Stanley. Instead of taking responsibility and going, do you know what? We messed up. We made a mistake. You attacked Louis and tried to shut down my channel. Absolutely shocking. You tried to shut down my group. My group, Team Elvis. Thousands of Elvis defenders around the world. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Right. 1 second. Someone's at the door. Just give me a second. But when I come back, we are gonna accept this award for David Stanley has now changed his mind about the book Surviving Elvis. It now will be a completely different book and not called Surviving Elvis. So we've had a victory. Team Elvis, we've had a victory, and we're going to accept this award together. Someone's at the door. 1 second. Okay, while I'm there, I'll warm my coffee up, guys. These people are shocking. Right, 1 second. Hang on a minute. Right, 1 second, 1 second. I'm going to put some honey in my coffee. Let's make lots of honey. You got the brain. Woo! Sorry, guys. Right. Oh, so of course I've had a lot of people messaging me. I haven't even. I was going to go for a run. I was going to do me weightlifting. 58-year-old man trying to get fit. And I've been sidetracked by. So I know what's going to happen, guys. Let me just let me get your comments on here so I can do my stuff on the screen. It's the usual thing with my channel. Hang on a minute. It's the usual thing with me, because what is happening to me, this is an attack. This is an attack from those Elvis girls to try and shut me down and my channel down. Bloody out of order. Because I spent the whole day praising them yesterday, so we're going to show that in a second. Let me just get your comments up here. Now, those Elvis girls, if you're watching me, you can join my show. Those Elvis girls, if you're watching me, you can join my show. Now, I know what's going to happen. Okay, guys? Louis a bully. Louis picking on those Elvis girls. How dare he? He picks on women. Oh, they're much younger. He picks on young girls. I know the stalkers. I know the mentality. There is nothing bullying about what I've done. Yeah? They did a disgusting interview with David Stanley that trashed Elvis, said disgusting things about Elvis's mum, said that Elvis wanted to top himself. Yeah? They did that. I stood up for Elvis with my group. Then it all goes quiet. They decide to shut down their channel. Their decision, not me. I never harassed them. I never emailed them saying anything bad. In no way did I harass those girls. Now, I had been told, guys, that they were not happy with me. I think I might have said it yesterday on my show. I chose to believe it was not true. I chose to believe that they were going to do the right thing. I guarantee you, I know you're watching me right now. Those Elvis girls, I know you're watching me right now. I'm not your scapegoat. I am not your scapegoat, okay? You are the people that chose to interview David Stanley and put him on a platform and give him a pedestal to preach hate against Elvis, to preach disgusting lies about Elvis, to promote his disgusting trash book. You are the ones that did that. You should be taking responsibility for your behavior. Instead, your claws come out. Let's get Louis. Let's get Louis. Please tell me what I've done wrong. I'm talking to those Elvis girls who I support, who I'm a fan of, who I've always been kind to, who have been on my show, have joined my live streams before. who I promoted the Mindy Miller interview for. I have promoted those Elvis girls many times, okay? Please tell me what I've done wrong to you, other than disagree with the Dave Stanley interview. I'm waiting, guys, I'm going to let you guys say. So Frederick has just said that they may not be 30, but what's that got to do with anything? Frederick, what has that got to do with anything? Their age. It's completely irrelevant. Frederick, why have you said that comment? Please explain it to me, because I don't accept people going that because these people are around 30, yeah, 25, 30, it's got nothing to do with it. These are people trying to shut my group down, my channel down, because they did a disgusting interview with David Stanley, yeah, and they decided to remove their content. So what has that got to do with me? They had an outcry of Elvis fans, an outpouring of shock from Elvis fans at that interview that really damaged Elvis's reputation. That one interview alone, which was designed to sell a book called Surviving Elvis, damaged Elvis's reputation. It has nothing to do with being male or female or age. They made a mistake and they should own it and have responsibility for it. Now, the haters, the stalkers, are going to say Louis is being bullied. But Louis is bullying them. But hang on a minute. They have tried to shut me down. So shall I say them trying to shut me down is them bullying me? I'm nearly 60 years old. Shall I say that they're bullying a 60-year-old man? It works both ways, guys. It works both ways. I'm standing up for Elvis. That's what I'm doing. I'm still waiting for Frederick's response on age. Because, Frederick, I'd like to know why you said that. Because what is your thinking behind it? It works both ways, guys. I'm 60 in a year. I could say I'm being bullied, couldn't I? Anyway, this has nothing to do with age. This is to do with what happened. There was a disgusting interview done with David Stanley, a trasher, a well-known trasher. A disgusting interview. Yeah? We, as Elvis defenders, challenged that interview. That's what happened. We did our reviews and then they shut down their channel. That's what happened. And then we showed support and encouraged them to come back. And then they tried to put two strikes on my channel. That is what's happened here. It has nothing to do with age, nothing to do with being male or female. Does anyone care about my group, Team Elvis? The hard work I put into my channel? No one cares. All they care about is, right, we've made fools of ourselves, because let's face it, guys, those Elvis girls have made fools of themselves, okay? Interviewing David Stanley. They've made fools of themselves, so they need a scapegoat. It can be Louis. Let's let Louis be the scapegoat. Yeah, but Frederick, it's not a positive observation, is it? Yeah, that doesn't help us. Remember, we're a group here. We're a team here. We stick together here. Yeah, we're on the same side, yeah? Right, so let me just show you something. So I'm not having this thing thrown in my face about their age or about them being female. I don't accept it. I don't accept it. It's got nothing to do with it. Right, let's have a look a minute. Okay, let's have a look. So I've been a lot of people messaged me through the night. Look at that. Surviving David Stanley. He ate my brother. That's Elvis Blue defending the king. But he has a point. Elvis Blue defending the king. Right. So let me first of all, this was sent to me. Okay. Let me show you it. This is our victory. This is our victory. Yeah. Remember, if you're Team Elvis, you're Team Elvis. Yeah. That's how we are, guys. We stick together. We have each other's back. Yeah. It's important to me. Right, loyalty is very important to me. To all of us. I think loyalty is important to all of us. you're right. I agree with you, Deborah. I've done nothing wrong. Come on, the stalkers, the haters, the anti-Louis people are going to go for me. They always will. They're going to say I hate women, I'm a bully. I'm used to it. And they're going to carry on stalking me. I'm sure there's lots of stalkers watching me now. Yeah? So, right. So I'm going to quickly do this. Then we are going to discuss this for a while. I've got a few things to say about about my treatment at the hands of those Elvis girls. This isn't bullying them. This is me reacting to them putting strikes on my channel. I'm going to get the strikes removed. Don't worry about that. Yeah, you can give me 50 strikes today. They'll all get removed. All of them, because I am allowed to do what I do under copyright law. It's called fair use. Go and do some research and learn about fair use. We had this problem with Spa Guy and Globetrotting Trey and Shauna and Humpty Dumpty. They've all tried to give me strikes, and in the end they all get thrown out because they have no idea about copyright law. I do. I'm a bloody expert on it. Okay, so those Elvis girls, you completely wasted your time giving me strikes. Completely wasted your time. I should get you a strike for allowing a disgusting man like David Stanley to say disgusting things about Elvis Presley, because he said the most vile things about Elvis. He said that his mum believed that Elvis had incest with Elvis. He also said that Elvis committed suicide. These are things that were said on your show. I could do a strike on you for defamation and slander towards Elvis. I'm talking to you, those Elvis girls. I could go through your video. I could pick out every disgusting thing that was said in that interview by David Stanley. And there are many, many disgusting things, even things about Priscilla giving him an oral, giving Elvis oral, whatever it was. There are many disgusting things that was done on your show, those Elvis girls, on that show that you set up, that you allowed. I could get your show for defamation and slander, couldn't I? Because Elvis there was defamation for Elvis and slander. His reputation was damaged by your interview with David Stanley. It works both ways. Shall I get a strike on you, those Elvis girls? That is how ridiculous it is. I run a Defending Elvis channel. I stand up for Elvis, and you give me strikes. Unbelievable. Right. I want to read this bit out. I'm going to accept the award for Team Elvis. Okay, guys, I've got a lot more to say. I've only just started, guys. I'm always going to get this treatment. I'm used to it. Yeah, I'm always going to be bullied and picked on and insulted and called names. They're always going to blame me. They're always going to go, let's get Louis. Louis is evil. Louis is evil. When all I am is an Elvis defender. I'm a family man. I'm a married family man with kids. That's all I am, that loves Elvis. And when I see David Stanley having his ass kissed for nearly 2 hours on a show that has 35,000 subscribers, I'm going to stand up for Elvis, thanks. I'm going to stand up for Lisa Marie. It doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make me a bully. If you're Elvis fans, if you are Elvis fans, stand up for him. Don't give these people a platform. You can do what you want. You should be standing up for him. Interviewing well-known Elvis inner circle people, there is a responsibility to not trash Elvis, to not allow things to be said about Elvis that damage his personality. His reputation. That damage his reputation. You never did that. That almost all of that interview was about damaging Elvis's reputation and promoting a book called Surviving Elvis. That book is designed to point the finger at everyone and blame everything that bad that happened to everyone around Elvis on Elvis. And I'm going to read something out to you guys, because I've got the original post that Dave Stanley did promoting that book, Surviving Elvis, in 2024, and it is disgusting. It blames everything on Elvis. David Stanley blames everything on Elvis. Let's read this and accept our award, guys. I'm sorry I can't respond to your comments. There's too many comments. I've got too much to say, okay? Look, the haters are always going to hate me. The fact that these girls got hate from Elvis fans is because they allowed David Stanley to be interviewed on their YouTube channel and say the most disgusting things about poor Elvis, okay? That's why these girls have received problems. Not because of me. They did. These girls were going to get a horrible response for their interview, even if I didn't review it. I repeat, even if I did not review that interview, these girls were going to get a lot of horrible comments because people are disgusted that these girls gave this man a platform, David Stanley, on their big YouTube channel and kissed his ass for 2 hours whilst he trashed Elvis. So you were going to get a reaction whether I did mine or not. Can we see that, guys? Can we see that, guys? Whether I reviewed that interview or not, they were going to get a big reaction. This isn't about Louis. Let's get Louis. Let's make Louis the scapegoat. Let's blame everything on Louis. Oh, by the way, let's try and shut Louis down. Let's try and shut Louis down while we're at it. So Frederick says they should have challenged him when he said things like that. But that's, yeah. Frederick, they're not children. You're talking about them like they're 16 years old. You say that they're not seasoned interviewers. No. They had, Frederick, this is for you, okay? They did 88 videos and a lot of them were interviews. 88 videos. A lot of them were interviews. They are very seasoned interviewers. Did you ever go on their show? I did. They were very experienced interviewers. So that is just a feeble excuse. These are not little kids. These people have been interviewing people for years. For years. 5, 6, maybe longer. So no, I don't accept that as an excuse. Don't make excuses for them, Frederick. That wasn't their first interview. They have done dozens and dozens of interviews. So no, I don't accept that. Right, let me read this out quickly. I'm sorry, don't make excuses for these people. They messed up, they made a mistake, and they should own it. Right, so David Stanley announced last night, I've been reading today on my social media that I'm writing a new book. And in it, I discussed the relationship to Elvis and his mum. This is not true. In his defense, he did say it was what his mum said. He did do that. His mum believed that it happened, even though we know it's bullshit. I personally don't think he should have even brought it up or mentioned it. I think it's disgusting that David Stanley is allowed to talk about that topic on those Elvis girls' YouTube channel. I think it's absolutely disgusting. It shouldn't have been allowed. Those Elvis girls should have stopped that interview halfway through and said, this is disgusting. But they didn't. They allowed it to carry on. And at the end of it, they said, we are honoured to have interviewed you. It's been an honour. Then they edited it. Remember, those Elvis girls watched that video back. They edited it and uploaded it. So they knew exactly what they were uploading. They knew exactly what they were uploading. So I'm sorry, guys. They have to own it and take responsibility for what they did. Right, let me read it out, guys. So then they say, of course, D. Stanley was lying and just did it for money. Okay, we know that, right? I'm writing a new book, and now this is where we get our victory. Team Elvis victory. We did this. I don't care what anyone says. We did this. Team Elvis feel very proud. We do make a difference. We do make a difference. Because I'm telling you now, I don't care what anyone says, that us challenging that interview and making 3, 4, 5 videos about it, me and Team Elvis, has led to this. He has now said that he is writing a new book. Now, not blaming everything on Elvis, not pointing the finger on Elvis. And it's now not going to be an Elvis book. It's going to be a book called Broken Vessel. But it's not about Elvis. It's about my faith. We win. We win. We did that. We did that. Me and Team Elvis. Me and my Elvis group of Elvis defenders. So yes, I accept this. I accept this on behalf of Team Elvis and my group and everyone that helped achieve this. And a big part of doing it was challenging David Stanley's interview on those Elvis girls, which should never have happened. It should never have happened. Thank you. Team Elvis, you rock. Team Elvis, you rock. Come on. We accept the award proudly. No thanks to those Elvis girls. But right. Let's keep going, guys. So shall I I've got so much to talk about, but I want to do this in 2 hours I'm going to do this over 2 hours, yeah? So we're going to do a 1 hour video. Right, let's have a look. Now remember, guys, defending isn't easy. We will be constantly called bullies. We will be constantly, there'll always be the let's get Louis. Let's blame Louis for everything. Oh, it's Louis's fault. How dare Louis defend Elvis? He's a bully. You're always going to have it, guys. It's never going to stop. So there is no excuse for putting strikes on my channel. It's absolutely disgusting. I actually find it really childish as well. So let's just quickly zoom through your comments a minute, guys. I'm just whizzing through, okay? Yeah, there we are. Patty has said it's immature. It is immature. Remember, they put the strikes on me. Two. They could put more. Everyone, every strike you do, you will lose. I said this to Spar Guy and Trey and Shauna and Kyle. You will lose. You can't win with me on strikes because fair use law. Look it up. I should put a strike on your channel for defamation and slander towards Elvis. That's what I should do. Maybe I will. Right. Who cared about Elvis's feelings? I keep saying this recently. Who cares about Elvis's feelings and Lisa Marie's feelings? Who cares about Riley, Finley and Harper? That this man can go on a YouTube channel called Those Elvis Girls. Doesn't matter if they're female or 30 years old. Who cares about Elvis and Lisa's feelings? That their dad, Lisa's dad, Lisa Marie's dad, is being trashed by someone he was so good to, an ex-stepbrother. Who cares? Don't forget, these people also kissed Billy Stanley's ass. In fact, there are other trashers that these people interviewed as well. Yeah? Other people that made money from Elvis's name. We care. We care. So there's a comment there. What do they have to prove what they are accusing? Well, they're not accusing me of anything, are they? They're not. Those Elvis girls are not accusing me of anything. Yeah? They're just acting very childish and trying to get back at me by shutting down my channel and my group. None of you are going to shut me down, guys. You're dreamers. You're all dreamers. You need to learn about copyright law. I know it, mate. I'm a bloody expert because I've had to deal with this for 2 years. I don't hate these people. I'm very, very disappointed with these people. Do you know what? That is a very good point there by Ryan. I am so pleased that Billy and Joe Smith exposed David Stanley and stood up to him, stood up to D. Stanley as well. So these girls, yeah, remember those Elvis girls, remember Elvis's first cousin, Billy Stanley, with his wife, did a YouTube video basically attacking David Stanley for the interview he did on your show. So you've upset Billy and Joe Smith. I'm talking to you, those Elvis girls. You've upset Billy and Joe Smith. Go and watch the video for yourselves. They're not happy with you and your interview. Donna Presley, Elvis's first cousin, who I talk to every day, and I speak to Ginger Alden, because I've spoke to Ginger Alden about this, yeah? Remember, I talk to these people. I'm not just Louis in the kitchen. Donna Presley sent you an email. Guys, I think I told you this yesterday. Donna Presley sent you an email thanking you for deleting that video. Thanking you, because she watched it and she was disgusted with that interview that you did. You decided to do it with David Stanley, your decision. So you've upset two of Elvis's first cousins. You've upset Billy and Joe Smith. You've upset Donna Presley, who is Elvis's first cousin, just so you could interview this disgusting man, David Stanley. You did that, those Elvis girls. And what do you do in return? You attack me. You attack my group. You try to shut down my group. You try to give me strikes. When we just spent the whole day yesterday, we made at least 2 videos and 2 shorts yesterday encouraging you to come back and being so kind to you. My whole group was sending you love and praise and encouraging you to come back. And your thanks is the day after to try and serve 2 strikes on me. Shocking behavior. Shocking behavior. Shame on you. Shame on you. And I'm going to play those videos as well. You're not 16 years old. You're all approaching 30. You're not kids. Right. I'm just whizzing through your comments, guys. Don't forget I'm used to this. Yeah, there we are. Frederick says that they're being badly advised. Remember, I didn't care about strikes, guys. You could give me 20 strikes today. It would mean nothing to me. I don't care about strikes. I can deal with strikes in my sleep. But just all they've done is made fools of themselves. Just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean you try to shut them down. Those Elvis girls. Just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean you try and shut their channel down. How would you feel if I tried to shut your channel down? To those Elvis girls, how would you feel if I tried to shut your channel down? Would you like that? Your years of hard work? Let's Get Louis. You've joined the Let's Get Louis club. Let's call Louis a bully. Let's say Louis hates women. You've joined that club. Absolutely shocking. I'm just whizzing through your comments, guys. Do you know what? I've had a lot of support on this. For the last 3-4 days, I have had hundreds of people thanking me for challenging that interview with David Stanley. Hundreds. Even the trashers that hate me have been saying it was the right thing to get rid of that interview. Even my stalkers have been saying it. It was the right thing to get rid of that interview. Even my stalkers. Yeah? Shocking. Hi, Souls Malone. Greek yogurt with protein pounder. Sounds good to me, mate. Welcome to Team Elvis. I don't hate these people, guys. I'm just very, very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. It's shocking what they've done. Yeah, it does feel like they haven't done proper research concerning David Stanley. It definitely does. Look, anything to get an interview. It's like someone just called up. Who is that? Could be my daughter. Anything to get an interview, guys. Anything to get some views on YouTube. Oh, let's interview all the Elvis Inner Circle trashers so we can get some views and subscribers and make some money. It's not good enough. There is a responsibility to interview people that lift Elvis up, not trashers. Interviewing trashers to make money, to get views and likes is not good. It's not what Elvis fans should be doing. You can do what you want. You can do what you want. Hi, Thea. Boss by Zigala. Welcome, Thea. How are you? I hope you're well. I love Thea Agabosu. Agabosu. Louis, I guarantee Let's Get Louis Club reached out to them. Yeah. And that's, do you know what, Carolyn, that's a very good comment. The Let's Get Louis Club is reaching out to those Elvis girls and having their influence. Ridiculous. How about Let's Defend Elvis? Should we try a bit of Let's Defend Elvis? So anyway, we've had a victory, guys. Let me just, you know, the book Surviving Elvis will not happen because of us. Because of us. Because of Team Elvis. We do make a difference. And it was because of us that that video was removed. Those Elvis girls removed that interview with David Stanley because of us. Because of Team Elvis. And if you reinstate that video, you are going to get a backlash from people that support Elvis. People that love Lisa. You do what you want. You can reinstate it if you want. Do what you want. I don't care. But Elvis defenders, people that love Elvis, will always do the right thing. You do what you want. So guys, I'm going to let you join in a bit here before I do part 2. How do you feel about those Elvis girls trying to put 2 strikes on my channel, on my group's channel, by the way, Team Elvis? How do you feel? How do you feel? Please put it in the comments. Was it the right thing? I'm going to bring you into this because we're going to do a part 2 as well. Was it the right thing to go against that interview that those Elvis girls did? Put it in. I'm quite happy to take questions and take comments. Does anyone think we did the wrong thing going against that interview, encouraging those girls? No, that was the wrong way of putting it. Showing disappointment in that interview. I'm going to read out your comments, guys. A lot of channels mentioned the girls I didn't see, but many did not like that interview. Yeah, I've read loads of comments. There's a lot of very unhappy people because of that interview. A lot. David needs to get a proper job. He's from Priscilla's school. Yeah, he loves Priscilla. Come on. He just wants to make money. Come on, David Stanley wants to make money. Everything we say on this whole show is for entertainment purposes, not a fact, just an opinion, sharing, discussion on YouTube. That's all it is. And those Elvis girls, I know you're watching. If you want to join in and get involved, go ahead. Or you could even apologize, couldn't you? You could even apologize. You've done the wrong thing here. And I'm going to play your videos on part 2. We're going to play the videos showing support for those Elvis girls. Yeah, so Tracy, you say it's our human right to have an opinion. It definitely is, but it works both ways, Tracy. It works both ways. They can have their opinion and we can have our opinion. So if someone's opinion is different than mine, then I can disagree with their opinion. Like Tracy, if you give me an opinion now, great. But then I'm allowed to give you my opinion. I'm allowed to respond. Yeah? That's what makes it different. It's no good them having an opinion, but we're not allowed to have ours. That's not fair. You get it? I've always said people should be entitled to have different opinions. I've always said that. Yeah? But that doesn't mean we're muted. Just because someone gives me their opinion doesn't mean I have to shut up. It doesn't mean I have to stay quiet. I can respond. Hi, Gary. How are you? Hi, Neve. I'm not sure, Tracy, I'm not sure where you're going with that comment, but everybody on my show is entitled to their opinion on my show, whether they agree with me or not. Whether they agree with me or not. Yeah, that Frederick, the Pat Boone clip is lovely, and it's on my Facebook page. Really good. Really good. Thank you. Yeah, Karen has got it. Those girls from those Elvis girls need to own it and show responsibility for what they did. Take self-responsibility for what they did, the decisions they made on their channel. It's a public channel. The funny thing is, one of the strikes they did was for the Mindy Miller interview. Now, you know, I'm friends with Mindy Miller. I actually did a review praising the Mindy Miller interview with those Elvis girls, and that is one of the strikes they put on my channel. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. I think they are petty instead of inboxing Lou. Yeah, they've never messaged me. I have only ever emailed them once saying I support you. I did it on the same day that Donna Presley sent them an email thanking them for removing the video. Then today I've sent them another email today. I've sent it. Let me have a look what I wrote. It's a very short email. Remember, I don't hate these people, guys. All right, let's have a look, see if I can see it. I sent one today. No hate. I just said. Let's see if it's going to come up. There we are. There we are. I'll post it. No, I've already posted it on Facebook. Yeah. I said, I spent 2 days praising you and you give me 2 strikes. Shocking. I just defend Elvis. Nothing more. I wish you well in the future. Do you want to see that, guys? I don't know if you can see that. That's what I emailed them, okay? I don't know if you can see that, but I'll repeat it. I sent this about an hour ago. I spent 2 days praising you and you give me 2 strikes. Shocking. I just defend Elvis. Nothing more. I wish you well in the future. There's no hate with me, guys. And I have sent them another one as well. Okay, let's have a look. That was yet a couple of days ago. Let me just read it to you. I've only ever emailed them 2 times. Actually, no, I did email links yesterday when we were praising them all day. Yeah, because we spent the whole day praising them yesterday. I sent them the videos praising them. So we did about 2 or 3 videos yesterday, encouraging them to come back, praising them, and I sent them links to that. Yeah? You can't even make it up, guys. We spent the whole day encouraging them to come back, to reinstate their videos, telling them how fond we are of them, how we love their channel, how we love their personalities, and their thanks is to make Louis the scapegoat and attack my channel and my group with trying to give me 2 strikes. Shocking. Shocking behavior. Let's get Louis. They're the ones that messed up. Girls, you messed up with that interview, not me. Own it. Own it. Right. So let me just tell you what the other one was. Let's have a look. Here we are. I sent the video saying, please come back. That is the title of my yesterday email, is please come back. Yeah. The very first one I sent was, we fully support you. I can't find it. We fully support you. There it is. That it? I'm trying to find it. Here we go. We miss you. We miss you. There's one that I can't find, but trust me, it was all very nice. It was all very kind. We weren't doing the let's get anyone bit, you know? Right, let's have a look at your comments. I'm always, guys, I always have this. I promote channels and they turn on me. Come on. This is probably the 5th channel that I promoted and then they turn on me. No, Pat, I won't do that. Pat says we should ignore other channels. Never. I will never do that. I will always be Louis. But remember, Pat, this is for Patty, okay? If I ignored that channel, we would not have done the review of David Stanley's interview, which was disgusting, yeah? And it's because of us that he has now decided to not do the book Surviving Elvis. Cancelled because of us. If I had ignored those Elvis girls' interview, he'd still be doing that book. So, Pat, do you understand that? Look, I'm not trying to turn people against these girls, but come on, guys. They've given us strikes because we reviewed the David Stanley disgusting interview. That ain't right. That ain't right. I'm not trying. I don't want no hate for these girls. I don't want no one to do anything unkind, but I am defending myself. Yeah. So Linda says, I wonder a lot why people don't speak to each other instead of making things publicly. You have a good point, but if someone tries to shut me down because I've defended Elvis, I'm going to defend myself. Right, guys, I want to come back and do part 2, okay? In part 2, we're going to play the videos, and I still want to discuss the David Stanley post as well. I've got something to talk about with that. So before I go to part 2, does anyone want to say anything? No, Frederick, his post shows that he wants to change the book. Remember, Frederick, in part 2, we're going to discuss it, okay? In part 2, we're going to read out David Stanley's post, and we're going to go into detail, okay? But no, he is changing the content of the book. He hasn't just changed the title. Even in this little short post, he says, I am writing a new book, Broken Vessel, but it's not about Elvis, it's about my faith. So, Frederick, I'm sorry, mate, you're wrong. He is changing the content of that book, and it's because of us. It's because of Team Elvis. Frederick, whose side are you on, mate? And I'm going to, in part 2, I'm going to go into it in detail. Right. So anyone want to ask a question before I go? I'm going to make a cup of tea and come straight back in 5 minutes. And in part 2, you'll understand how I know he's changing the content of the book. I know. I don't think it. I know it. And I'll explain it in part 2, okay? Guys, you're either Team Elvis or you're not. You know, you need to make a choice. Loyalty is very important to me. I know that Donna Prezi is very unhappy with what's happening here. Let's have a look. I think those Elvis Girls is a really good channel. I have got nothing against their channel. They made a mistake interviewing David Stanley and allowing him to talk for nearly 2 hours, saying disgusting things about poor Elvis and his mum. But the actual channel itself, those Elvis Girls, got nothing against it at all. I have spent 3 to 4 days encouraging them to come back. All right, guys, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And I'm going to come back and we're going to go through David Stanley's post, yeah? And I'm going to explain to you how I know that David Stanley is changing the content of his book, that it's not just the title change, the name Surviving Elvis, which is a disgusting title. Obviously, the new name of his book is going to be Broken Vessel, but it's also, as he says here, it's not going to be about Elvis, it's going to be about my faith. Now, in the book Surviving Elvis was all about Elvis, and it was blaming everything on Elvis. Everything. And I'm going to read it out to you, okay, guys? Yeah, Lorraine, they're getting bad advice. They're getting bad. I believe, girls, whoever is advising you is doing the wrong thing, giving you bad advice, because I'm not the bad guy here. I just defend Elvis, and I would never bully women or younger people. I just defend Elvis. I stand up for Lisa's father. That's all I do. And I do it with a big group. And I have shown you support again and again and again. What you have done is bloody out of order. You are out of order. Anyway, part 2, guys. Part 2 in 5 minutes. Now, please understand this. I'm full of love. There's no hate. I like their channel. I like that channel, those Elvis. A very, very good channel, which is why we spent 3-4 days encouraging them to come back. They made a mistake. They need to own it and take responsibility for their actions. But it's not up to me what they do. It's up to them. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. That's what matters. We do the right thing for Elvis. We do the right thing for Elvis. All right, guys, 5 minutes. Team Elvis, you rock.